Have you ever seen something you just can't explain? Because I've seen demons and ghosts, and I've even seen the devil, and yet I've seen things that I can't explain. Let me just go right into it. If you guys missed the first 5 videos of this series, go back and watch those, or you can just start on this one. I know some of you are lazy. So I refuse to sleep in my room, and I refuse to sleep in my brother's room from the prior 2 incidents, right? Okay, I'll just sleep in the living room. We had a pull-out couch, no big deal. And I remember I'm laying in there one night. I had fallen asleep watching, I don't know what I was watching, but I remember I woke up to George Lopez, you know, low rider is a low rider. When I wake up, I notice that the TV's on. I grab the remote, I flip the TV off. And when I turn the TV off, I notice that there's a blue light on the ceiling in the kitchen. From the living room, you could see the kitchen ceiling. So I'm looking at the ceiling of the kitchen and it's glowing bright blue, which is not normal for my kitchen ceiling to just glow bright blue. And the kind of blue is like as if there's a TV in the kitchen. Right away I'm like, that's weird. And I'm trying to decide if I'm brave enough to go in there and see what it is. But I'm not brave enough to go see what it is. I sit in there for a second and then I see this movement coming from the kitchen, like shadows. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm about to have another like super traumatic experience. At that time I was probably like saying, Matthew, help me, because I had still convinced myself that he was my guardian angel when he was likely a demon. No disrespect if you were my guardian angel, Matthew, but you disappeared at the demon house. So anyways, this thing flies. This one sounds ridiculous. This story like sounds like a lie. You know, you're telling a story to a friend and you're like, they're not gonna believe me. Like that's what this story feels like, because I can't, to this day, nothing like this has ever happened to me before. Now, I was not a Harry Potter fan, but for those of you that are Harry Potter fans, those little balls with wings, a stitch is what I think they're called. Imagine that, but it's bright blue light. Like the wings are bright blue light and the circle is bright blue light, and it's flapping and it flies from my kitchen. I'm watching this. My eyes are like bulging out of my head. I'm watching it go across the room. Terrified, absolutely terrified. Please do not come over here, alien looking, whatever the frick you are. I don't know what it was. I know it was a floating, flying ball of light. It didn't look scary, but it felt scarier than everything else, because everything else I could explain and this I couldn't explain. To this day, I cannot explain that one. Make sure to follow along if you haven't already. If you guys have seen anything like this, please let me know.